This is the Pennsylvania Rock Show, where Pennsylvania's underground rock hits hard. Since 2004, we've been unleashing unsigned bands, ripping riffs, and voices that won't be silenced. Radio, podcast, streaming, anytime, anywhere. No polish, no limits, just real rock. Strap in and turn it up. And now, here's your host, Bill Damiano.
Welcome to the Pennsylvania Rock Show. We just heard Blackridge, Hardwired, and the Rumble, Ghost in the Room. Tonight, my guests are Joey and Paul from Blackridge. They are joining me in my desperation. We'll talk about that later. But Hardwired, up until recently, was your newest track. I want to say October of 2025. Does that sound right? Ish. Maybe?
It was like the summer. It was like July, August, September, something like that.
Well, it says the date I added, it was October 26th.
Fair enough. We'll go with that.
And generally, I get your stuff pretty close to release date, so
It's true.
So we did do an episode. I think it was of Pennsylvania Rock Show flashback with Paul talking about Hardwired. But for those people that are not initiated about that song, why don't you guys give us a little bit of information about it?
Yeah, I wrote the song. I guess it was just, like you are who you are type of thing. You're hardwired. You're built to be something. And it was kind of just embracing who you were, who you are. Pretty much that's what it was about. And the music for it, we wrote it kind of like, I guess we were really ambitious, I guess you could say, with it. The arrangement was crazy. We wrote in like sick guitar solo. It was pretty long. The song ended up being pretty long. I think longer than really what I wanted it to be, but it turned into a whole thing. And it kind of sucks. We don't play it live anymore. I don't know what happened. We moved on to brick by brick and take my power back. And we have so many songs in the set and want to keep the energy flowing. It's hard to narrow down. We have like so many, like if you would put like all the songs that we actually play, covers and originals, on a piece of paper, there's probably like, I don't know, maybe like 60 or 70 we could probably go through. And it's hard to cut that, down to 45 minutes sometimes. But yeah, Hardwired, I'm still proud of the song. I love the cover. It's really cool. But yeah, if you're hearing this and you're still listening to me talk, go out and listen to it, because it definitely didn't get as much love as some of our other songs.
Which is kind of wild, because I feel like it's one of the most, like, arrangement-wise, one of the wildest ones.
Yeah, it is, but I think maybe I don't want to say that's why people didn't listen to it or get into it, but I don't know why. It's hard. Releasing music in 2026, 2025 is a science, and it's pretty hard. Honestly, it's really hard to get people to listen to anything that you do. It's very difficult.
We need the equation, the scientific equation.
We need the key to the algorithm.
So even though Joey has a pizza tattoo, I'm not going to ask the pizza question or those kinds of questions, because you guys have been on enough that probably are running out of answers. And people can go back and look those up, and just go to buildanscene.com, type in Blackridge in the search, and you can go back and find out what their favorite pizza is and who their Dave
Yeah,
Grohl
but real quick, there might be an update to that, because we played an acoustic gig at Antonio's Pizzeria in Pittsburgh, and they had a General Tso's chicken pizza. That was pretty freaking good. Yeah. I'll say that. Antonio's Pizzeria. Yeah, really cool. They have an open mic and stuff like that. We haven't played there in a minute, but
Dormont area, I think.
I don't know, man. It was on a street where there's a bunch of shops. It's like a whole drag type of thing. There's like a club down the street and stuff. I don't even know, but yeah, it was all right. They were super nice people.
I think I know the owner.
Tina.
Yes, that's his wife. It's Tina and Dominic.
Cool. Yeah. They support local music. I'm going to actually hit them up now that I'm looking for more acoustic shows and stuff. I'm going to be hitting them up to come back because they're super nice and really awesome to musicians.
Cool. All right, so we've you guys have mentioned the very tight recordings a lot, and I feel like we probably haven't given them enough justice on the show. And since we're going to be talking about your two new tracks, why don't you guys tell us a little bit about what recording it at very tight is like?
I mean, Matt is great, man. Just the way that he keeps the workflow going throughout the day. And I mean, the selection of gear he has is just for everybody to use is phenomenal.
Yeah, just like a little background on that. Like, I think it was 2018, 19. I went to school. I got a degree. It's not for recording, but I had a lot of recording classes. It's kind of like adjacent to that. And I was on the whole thing of recording my own music and Black Ridge's music. And there's some stuff even out there on Bandcamp that I recorded of Black Ridge. It sounds pretty good going back and listening to it. Like, no shade on that on myself. But Mike, our drummer, suggested that we go to a real studio, and he knows this guy, Matt Berry. So we said, okay, let's go. And that was 2019 and 2018 that we went there, and I haven't recorded anything since. Like, he does such a good job, and the professional sound that he gets is exactly what like I was searching for years, to be honest. And he's really proactive too. He gives you ideas if you don't know something, or if you don't have, if you can't figure out what you want to do there. He'll come up with an idea or even help you just pick between two ideas. But yeah, he's super hands-on and just a good ass dude too. Like, he's just a good person. So that helps a lot too. I kind of like vibe with him. He gets like my weirdness, and I think he just gets the band's weirdness, to be honest. I think he gets a kick out of it, to be honest. Because he keeps having us back, and he only works, with whoever he wants to work with. He doesn't take, whoever knocks on his door. So Matt's a super awesome guy, and if he ever hears this, yeah, big thanks to him, and I'm sure we'll be back next year for some sort of music.
It was Matt's idea to like stack the intervals and hardwired for all the instruments, and I was like, whoa, that's cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, he comes up with a lot of intervals, a lot of like parts and stuff like that. Yeah, even for like harmonies and vocals. And I know when Paul records his vocal parts, Matt Berry has a huge hand in like, okay, let's do a harmony here. Maybe Paul will try that. I mean, yeah, when it's all done, I'll do like mixing notes, or Joey has notes and stuff like that, and we'll get the final product to where we want it. But Matt pretty much gets everything out there, so we can just pick and choose what we want to do when it comes time to mix. It's awesome.
So as I said earlier, we're gonna play "Take My Power Back" and "Brick by Brick." But I think I want to play them first, and then we'll talk about them in the next segment. That's okay with you guys?
Yeah,
sure.
So we're going to go ahead and take our first break then. But we're back for segment number 2. If you're just tuning in, you just heard from Black Ridge with their 2 new songs, Take My Power Back and Brick by Brick. And with me are Paul and Joey. And I'm going to give them a moment to pick one of those songs or both of those songs and tell us a little bit about it and the EP.
Yeah, Brick by Brick, I guess it would be the lead off because that's like I don't know if you can call it an EP. We've just been calling it a release because it's only 2 songs. So I don't know. I mean, back in the day, if people are like really remember, when an individual or a band released a single, there was 2 songs on it because you had an A side and a B side. So I guess this is technically a proper single. I don't know what you want to call it. Anyway,
is it on vinyl?
Not yet. We've always talked about that, about getting some sort of vinyl done. I think maybe down the road we'll probably do like a compilation type of thing where just like pick from a bunch of songs from different EPs and releases and maybe do something like that. Spoiler alert, but it's not in like production or anything right now. But Brick by Brick, though, is the lead-off title. And yeah, that was just written about being proud of things that you built. Like, for instance, like Bill, for you, like you built this station, this podcast, this whole media thing going on for how many years now? You build it brick by brick. So, I mean, it's that type of thing. Anybody usually can be proud of building something, whether it's, a family, job, a band, something like that. So that's what Brick by Brick's about, is just kind of looking at yourself and being a little bit proud, which is nice. Pride isn't, always a bad thing. It's not always a good thing either, but that's what that one's about. It kind of swings. It starts with some snaps, and then it kicks in with like some cool bass and stuff. So yeah, it has a little bit of like a swing feel to it. I wouldn't call it big band, but yeah, I love that one. Tony hits this note after his solo that will like break glass. If you have glasses, you want to put them away because your glasses will shatter. It's so high. So yeah, Brick by Brick is a super fun song, and it's become a staple in our sets. Like even in short sets, it's like we gotta play Brick by Brick. So you're gonna hear that one pretty much anywhere we go. At least this summer, you're gonna hear Brick by Brick, and I assume you're probably gonna hear it from here on out. It's gonna be a staple of our sets. Take My Power Back is the other one. It's like kind of the B-side. Joe, you want to talk about that one a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So Take My Power Back is all about, it's kind of not the same vein as Brick by Brick, but it's a straight ahead rock song. I remember when we were writing it, and the guitar riff kind of sounds like, it's Matt Barrett, so it kind of sounds like a Def Leppard riff. You know what I mean? Like it's maybe like, it's good. And it's also another song that has some really cool arrangement points in it. There's some timing changes and some feel changes the whole way through it. And we don't play it as much as Brick by Brick, but I still think it's a great tune.
Yeah, it definitely has like a kind of almost like an 80s feel. It's sort of in the beginning. It kind of goes away from that a little bit and, kind of just goes to our Black Ridge sound or whatever you want to call it. I guess if you listen to our music, you'll be able to tell that. But yeah, Joey hits the intro with this like crazy like 80s guitar riff. And before the studio, he had a part. And then when we hit the studio and recorded the part that he had originally, Matt Berry's like, this doesn't work at all. You got to change this. So Joe, the one that you hear on the record, whatever you will say, was written in studio to kind of be like, hey, this is what fits. It was in the same vein as what he was playing. It wasn't completely random or anything, but yeah, Take My Power Back. The actual songwriting was written because I deal with chronic pain. I have a really screwed up neck. It's so bad. And I've just done so many things to kind of like take my life back, take my like power back essentially. And that was really the inspiration. And what's cool about that, I don't know how many people know really, is I'll write the song like maybe on acoustic guitar. I'll come up with like a verse, a vocal melody, and a chorus, you know what I mean? And then I'll bring it to the band, and then we'll screw with it with the arrangement. We got a big butt whiteboard. We have a big whiteboard, and we write the arrangement down on there, and we work with that and yell at each other until we get exactly what we want. But yeah, man, that one's a super good song, and I recommend anybody, if they want to check it out, please don't just listen to Brick by Brick. Check out Take My Power Back too, because that one has killer solos as well, killer guitar solo. And
Now,
just to finish my thought, I'll do the chorus, I'll do a verse, and I just want to give Paul his love because he'll write the usually the second and the third verse lyrics, and you can't tell like it's two different writers. Like he really jumps right on to really improving the song and improving on what I wrote. And yeah, it's awesome. I kind of just love that partnership that we have going on right now.
so I know, Joey, when you first joined the band, they pretty much said, "Hey, we have a CD finished. Go record the guitar part."
Yeah. That's exactly how it was.
Is it still like that? Like, or
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. I'll tell you that.
No, it's
Is
a
it?
little more orchestrated now, but there is definitely times where, like, especially with Hardwired, like the night before, we're like, we need solos in 2 more places.
No, even these songs too, bro. Like we were in there and Joey was like drilling solos. Oh, does this work? Does that work? Like I thought his fingers were gonna fall off because we were just like demanding this, that. I mean, it all worked out eventually. Like on the Brick by Brick solo, it's a completely different style than what Joey plays. Like it doesn't really even sound like Joey until like this end riff that he does, where you can tell it's specifically Joey with it. Amazing shred virtuistic type of playing, but like in the beginning of that guitar solo he really steps out of his comfort zone, and we challenged him after that. We're like, live we want you to play it exactly like you do it on the album, even though it's not your style. It's so good and it works. So I think it's opened up even just a new avenues for Joey as well as a player, just recording that. So it's pretty cool.
And it was more of like it was a little more thought out. Not that the Take My Power Back solo wasn't thought out, but you know, paying attention to the changes over the Brick by Brick solo, and it kind of highlights each one of them, especially when the passage goes by. I think it's just super fitting. Is the best way to put it. It's super fitting to the tune.
Yeah, Brick by Brick, you know, like we really had to go for the right vibe, I think, of the solo. And Take My Power Back, it was like right there already, like, okay, that's what you hear, like, anyway, in your head. Like, if you were like, hey, I need to think of the possible. Yeah, Brick by Brick was
yeah,
thought out, but it worked great.
You're cutting in and out. We didn't hear anything you said.
once your hands started moving, there was no volume from you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Now it's a Verizon
okay. Yeah, I was
commercial.
just saying that. Good. I was just saying that the Take My Power Back solo was, if you were to think of a solo for that song, like just in your head, that's exactly what Joey played. But the Brick by Brick solo, it took a little bit more constructing, but it's not like a piece together solo or anything, but it took a little bit more constructing, and I think it worked out for the better, for sure.
Absolutely.
So we just went on a little field trip, and Paul's phone is now, nope, it just went orange again. Anyway, so how are we doing time-wise here? Let's take our second break. We're going to hear from Joey. We're going to hear his song Cascading Skylines, and then we're going to hear Big House Pete 10 Years, and we'll be right back here on the Pennsylvania Rock Show. It's Bill. We are headed into segment number 3 of the Pennsylvania Rock Show. With me are Paul and Joey.
Don't mind me.
Paul is now on a nature walk.
Paul is mowing his lawn.
Here to get the mosquitoes is what I'm doing.
This is starting to remind me of that show that we did where Paul, the other Paul, was visited by the police officer at Dollar General.
No, that won't be happening on this episode, Bill.
We thought he was just going to jail. We're like, okay.
Oh, yeah. He always seems to get out of it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, he really was doing what he said he was doing. He just had to prove it.
That's true. That's true.
Imagine being a police officer walking up on a car that's been sitting in a parking lot for an hour, and the guy says, "Oh, hi, officer. I'm doing an interview." I mean, I get it.
The most Paul thing I think I've ever heard in my life.
Literally is, yes.
Hey, so what do you guys have coming up?
Oh my goodness, we have a bunch of stuff coming up.
Steinfest.
Steinfest there, and then that's August. And this weekend, actually, well, no, the show is dropping on Monday. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We have a bunch of stuff coming up. Some private parties. I think we're at the dive bar. I wish I had my schedule actually right in front of my face.
Are
we'll be at the dive bar and grill.
Is your website updated?
Yeah, you can go to blackridgeofficial.com/shows, and then they're all on there right now, updated. I think the only one we're waiting on is the Bellevue Music Fest. We're going to be doing that, but we're going to have an earlier slot because we play in Ford City that night for an event. Yeah, check it out on the website. You can. Oh, there you go. Heck yeah. Yep, we got a private event in there. That's a really awesome fan of ours. His name's Bill Kirkland. Yes. I want to give him a shout out. Yeah, his name's Bill Kirkland. If you ever come to a Blackridge show and you see the treasure chest with all the percussion instruments, Bill made that by hand, and he did all the what do you call it? The epoxy on the thing, whatever you call that, where it's really shiny. He did all that by hand. Bill Kirkland, super good guy. Yeah, Levity Brewing, St. Clair, Thunder Thursdays. If you haven't been to the Pittsburgh Shriners Center there for a show, for a Thunder Thursday, get out there. It's a great time, usually a big crowd. Come support us. We definitely need a crowd out there. Dive Bar and Grill is always a good time. We play in the sand. It's like a little beach. So, Pittsburgh has its own beach. I'm not kidding you. What else you got on there? Yeah, Salzburg Oktoberfest, Steinfest, Avonmore, Harvest. There's a lot of stuff. Like I said, there's a decent amount of things. And then the Fusion Bar and Grill in October. We got about, maybe 10, 12 shows left here on the schedule. So come out, party with us. It's going to be a good time.
The Thunder Thursdays. I haven't been to one in a while. I might have to appear at that one.
Please come out.
Try and convince my daughters to go with me too.
Come on up.
So, let's see. Your website, blackridgeofficial.com, which we were just on, but for those people that are just listening, they would not have seen it. And it has been under Paul in the video the whole time. So let's see. What can I come up with? Because I have not asked you guys an odd question, and I can't let you get away without one.
We're just odd the entire time.
This is probably a better question for the other Paul, but so he goes on those, I don't want to call them rants, but long, you call them rants? And they seem to be similar each time, but not exact. Do you guys talk about those ahead of time, or does he just do what he does?
No, he goes off the cuff. Usually, I think I want to say there was one thing. Oh, geez, was it for the Punxsutawney 4th of July thing? I think he maybe changed it up there. because it was like, 4th of July event. He talked about something important to him related to that. But yeah, usually he talks, it's in the song New Day, our original song New Day. He talks about how he has depression and this and that and this and that about, how he's overcoming it. And I mean, a lot of people firsthand. I've seen it firsthand where somebody's come up to him in tears and saying, "Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate that." But I've also had people, there's also been trolls out there who said, "Shut up and play and don't do that. Nobody wants to hear you whining." So, I mean, it goes both ways.
I would not call it whining at all. And,
I'm just saying, what the trolls do out there. There are trolls. I mean, and if you want to be honest, not everything's roses and compliments. There's a lot of trolls out there too. Once you put yourself out there, some people don't like what you're doing and they talk crap and stuff. But yeah, it happens in the local scene all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, he talks about depression and his depression and how he got control of it and suggests that people find help if they have depression. I feel like it's a good now I can't think of what they're called. They used to come on TV all the time. But basically where they yes, public service announcement. Thank you. I 100% would not call it whining. Whoever that is isn't paying attention.
Yeah, I think the dude was just jealous. Like you said, he wasn't really listening to what Paul was saying, and that's why we all encourage Paul to still do it now. Like, he hasn't stopped doing it, and I think it's a pretty cool part of our show, and it really hits home for some people, and even personally myself, I struggle as well, so it's good to put that awareness out there and talk about it, because once you hide that stuff, just gets worse for people, to be honest.
So I'm going to attempt to describe your sound and then see what you guys think. Paul's eyes. All right, so this is usually how I describe them when I'm talking to somebody else. I'm like, so they're rock, but they're also kind of jazzy, but they're funky, and then there's kind of some R&B in there, but they're rock. How would you describe it?
Somebody recently said that which kind of struck a chord with me, was like, you guys are like if Led Zeppelin and the Blues Brothers had a child. That was pretty decent.
There's
I thought
definitely
some
blues in there too.
Yeah. It's so I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know, man. It's like any original band out there. If you listen to Kansas, if you listen to Yes, if you listen to Led Zeppelin, they all have an original sound, and I think Black Ridge has achieved that. So I mean, if there's one thing that I'm proud of, it's it's Black Ridge when you hear it, and it's a decent sound, it's a good sound, So I just think it sounds like us, honestly. If you just want to check out a cool new band with an original sound, I mean, that's what you're going to get with us. You can't really say they sound like this, they sound like that. Maybe here, maybe a little this, a little that. It's just Black Ridge, really. It's just us.
And the cool thing about it is, a lot of we all listen to all different things. We all enjoy different things. And, we all come from different ways we learned our craft, and I think it comes together really well. Everybody gets their chance to kind of add their own flavor to it.
Yeah, a lot of hard practices, man. You gotta drill it. You know what I mean? You can't just say that's good enough, or that sounds good, because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. We're past the point of hurting each other's feelings, because we know it's just about being professional and putting the best product out there. I've worked with a lot of musicians who you say something to them and they take it offensively, and that's part of being a professional, is being able to take criticism and listening to other ideas and maybe making, the whole product better. So I think we're at a good point there in our band family life right now. So yeah, we're kind of kicking right now. So if you're out there looking for a new rock band or some music, please listen to us. We need the listens.
The other word that I usually throw around is the word fun. There's so much fun when you guys are playing.
Music is fun, man. Music should be fun.
All right, so I want to mention two more things. First of all, I want to thank you guys for coming on and covering for me. I had my family had an emergency. I'm actually supposed to be at a festival right now recording interviews, and I don't have a vehicle to do that. So I want to apologize to everybody at Barage Fest. I've done that already, but I want to do it on the air. And that feeds into the next song we're going to hear, which is Cabin Full of Bears. But before I do that, I keep waiting for like a witch to jump out of Paul's video now, because I'm getting the Blair Witch vibes.
Please,
And that was the second thing I wanted to say.
I'll welcome it.
And then the other song we're going to hear here at the end of the show is from Kilburn. And again, I can't remember what, Sweden, Norway, somewhere over in Scandinavia. I can never remember where they're from. I heard them for the first time on XRP radio, and I was like, I have to interview them, which I have done. And it was in the middle of a thunderstorm, so you should check that episode out. So
they get you playing them and they get free healthcare? No fair.
Yeah.
Well, here, let me double check. Let me find out where they're from. Kilburn Band. Let's see if I can find them. That is not the band I'm looking for. I can't find them. There's apparently a band called Kilburn in the High Roads. That's not who I'm looking for. Let me try this. That didn't help either. Oh well. I will find out and I will let everybody know. But Kilburn, you can hear them on XRP radio all the time. xrpradio.co.uk/chat.
Are you saying Kilburn or Coburn?
Kill. Kill and then burn. But anyway, so Kilburn, Bleeding, and we're gonna head out here on the Pennsylvania Rock Show. Thank you to everyone who listened, and again, thank you for understanding Barage Fest, and I'll make it up to you. And thanks Joey, thanks Paul.
Anytime.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, Bill.
Don't forget that Music from 412 has partnered with Dresky Entertainment to have Dresky give away 2 tickets to select shows that they are producing. And it's real simple. All you have to do is go to musicfrom412.com/contest, click on the show you're interested in attempting to win tickets to, and follow the directions. Even though you're giving us an email address, it's only used to tell you that you've won and to contact you about receiving your tickets. Each time a contest is over, we delete all that information and is not used for anything else. So once again, Music from 412 partnered with Dresky Entertainment, giving you free tickets to select Dresky Entertainment shows.